Welcome to mentorminutes.com. So today we will learn a frame relay lab. Here router 2 will work as a frame relay switch. My name is Anuranjan Singh and I have provided the notes as well, how to configure and why to do the same thing in the same sequence. So first thing is we need to enable the frame relay at every interface wherever it is traveling. It means all the interface. This is our first step. Okay, so please see here conf t for configuration mode, global mode. Here we'll go for interface. First we are taking R1, this interface. So here it is R1 and this interface as 0/serial interface. Here what we are doing, we are enabling encapsulation at every interface. So this encapsulation is encapsulation and frame relay encapsulation. That's it. The same thing we have to do with this interface and this interface at R2. Here R2 will go conf t interface s/0 encapsulation frame relay. That's it. Now this interface will enable the encapsulation interface s/1, then encapsulation frame relay. That's it. Now this one is remaining. Here we'll go at R3 conf t, then interface enable encapsulation frame relay. That's it. Now our first step is over. We have configured at every interface encapsulation frame relay. So it means we can allow the frame relay over these interface. Now one more thing is to remember is this router is working as a frame relay switch. So there is no IP address we require. This is a layer 2. Frame relay is at layer 2. So we are not doing anything over here. Okay. So what we will do, we will assign the IP address at R1, this DT terminating end and this DT terminating end. That's it. So we'll go here, and since already we are in the same interface, here we will assign the IP address 192.168.1.1 to 55.55.55.0 /24. This we have assigned. So these are in these IP addresses are in the same network, because .124 here .24. So we'll go at here router 3 will assign the IP address 192.168.1.3 255.255.255.0. So our second step is over. First step was to enable at every interface encapsulation of frame relay, to enable them as a frame relay, to forward the frame relay frame. And the second thing is IP address at the terminating side. The third thing we will do, make this router as a switching router. So at layer 2, at router 2, what we do, we'll exit from this mode. Just on whole router, what we will do, we'll use this as a switching, frame relay switching. So we'll do it frame relay switching. That's it. Now this router has become as a frame relay switch. Now by default both interfaces are terminating equipment, DT. Okay, but what we will do, make them DC communication, C for communication equipment. So we'll go by each interface as 0/0. What we will do, make them frame relay interface type DCE the other interface s/0/1, this one again DCE. So now both interface has come as a DCE because switching is possible and cross connect is possible with the DCE here. So far we reached till step 4. Now it's the final step where what we will do, we will configure at this interface DLCI 100 and at this interface DLCI 200, and directly we will route them together from one by one interface. What we will do, so currently we are at 1 serial 1, it means here. So what we will do, we will route this frame relay route. So here the frame relay route, what the value is 200, and we need to route it at interface as 0/0, and what DLCI is there 100. That's it. Now we'll go at the interface serial 0/0. This is this. Here DLCI value is 100. So we need to route 100 value at interface serial 0/1. And what is the value of there? 200, right? So that's it. What we did, we have followed all the 5 steps. Okay, and we can just check the debug commands whether our all interfaces and the PVCs are there or not. So interface do show IP interface brief. So from the debug command do show IP interface brief, you can check it out. Our interface is serial 1 and serial 0 is not up because we didn't do no shut. So we'll do here no shut, and then again we can check. See, already this is up. Now we'll go to this interface we'll do this also no shut, and then we'll check again. Now our both interfaces are up. The same we'll check the interface at R1 and R3 also, whether we did or not. No, we didn't do here also. So no shut, the interfaces are up, and at the router 3 no shut, the interface will be the up. Now what we'll do, we'll try to ping directly, or we'll check debug command this also PVC, but directly ping will see ping what we are pinging from router 1 to router 3, 192.168.1.3. So we'll check. Okay, two pings are for R and other message, otherwise it is successful. See, we can ping from R1 to R3, as well as we'll try to ping from R3 to R1, means 192.168.1.1. Again it's fine. So it means the network is working properly, router 2 is switching properly at the frame relay directly. And what we have done, frame relay enabled the interface, all the interface, and then all the 5 steps we have taken. We'll just check the frame relay PVC also over here. So frame relay PVC we can check at router 2. So frame relay permanent virtual connection wise. So look at here at R2, switched DLC level 100, serial interface is okay, active DLC value 100, but where is the DLC value? Is where this one is DLC value 200 and the state is active. So thank you everyone. I hope everyone has understood the agenda of this lab. It's very simple and very clearly I have defined. So please provide the feedback and just like the button. Thank you.